The Knicks suffered a loss to the Hornets on Wednesday, but prior they had won 4 in a row in 9 of their past 13. Many fans didn't expect much from this team this season, and they were right. However, the month of March showed a promising future moving forward, at least in my opinion. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Daily, and today we're going to be talking about why fans should be happy with the team right now. But before we do that, consider subscribing as I upload daily Knicks videos, as my name is Knicks Daily, that you aren't going to want to miss out on. Alright, let's get into today's video. So the reason why I'm loving the Knicks is not only because they had a great March, but the fans are completely bought into the future. I'm not saying in 2 to 3 years the Knicks will win a championship, but in the next 2 to 3 seasons, we're going to get a glimpse of the young guys get minutes. We're not going to be going into those previous years where it's like, championship, man, just send everything out there. Let's go out and send a bunch of money to players. No, the Knicks, they have everything under control right now. They have a legit superstar in RJ Barrett, who I can't wait to see more from. Of course, he came out of Duke, and he worked with one of the best coaches that we've ever seen in college basketball. And he credited him a lot to his game and his development. Now, RJ is not the most perfect player. He's not the most efficient guy. But remember, he's only 21 years old. Like, he can barely drink a beer if we're going off of the U.S. Obviously, he's from Canada. He speaks French fluently, and he can drink there, but we just need to pump the brakes a bit. RJ Barrett is a star. He's going to win the Knicks a lot of games. Will he win them a championship? I don't know. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like if we can build around him, we're going to be a very good team. The Knicks are always going to be a free agent destination. In 2 to 3 years, if we have a team and we go out in free agency and we get aggressive, maybe with the draft capital we have, that's when things are going to start to turn around. But the next 2 to 3 years, you guys just need to hang in there and understand we're going to lose a lot of games, but we're going to lose the right way. Because when you lose a basketball game, it's not always a loss. I mean, you take a look at those young guys out west and the Rockets and the Thunder. You take a look at the Phoenix Suns. Remember in 2018 when they won, 19 games? Was it 18 or 19? It might have been 18. I can't remember. But they were in second to last place that season. Just trust the process, man. But going back to March, which is why everything changed for me. Because the Knicks, they had an embarrassing season. Like, don't get me wrong. But they didn't wave the white flag. They continued to fight and be aggressive. They ended up having the 4th most efficient defense in the league. The offense was 12th, which isn't elite by any means. That's why the Knicks actually have, well, one of many reasons why they've struggled this year is because they can defend, but they don't have a good offense. And obviously Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, like I mentioned, they're not the most efficient players, and they don't have a point guard. I mean, Alec Burks has been running point guard for us because Kemba Walker didn't work out. So, but not only did the Knicks finish off March with a top 5 defense, a respectable 12th in offense, above league average, of course. They won 4 in a row prior to the Hornets loss. They won 9 of 13 in that stretch. But they did it while decreasing Randall's minutes and increasing rookies Miles McBride and Jericho Sims. And once again, I'm not trying to tell you guys that you need to appreciate the club's competitive spirit because this season has been disappointing. I didn't expect much from the Knicks, but I certainly didn't expect them to not make the play-in tournament. I mean, it's kind of, like I said, embarrassing. But I do know that the fans are bought into the future, and they like what we have going on. And a big part of our future is Emmanuel Quickley. You have to understand that he got up to a slow start. He was in a sophomore slump. If you date back from December through February, he was averaging under 10 a game on 35% from the field, 31 from 3, and 92 from the line. I didn't expect Quickley to continue to struggle, and he didn't, obviously. I mean, in March, he scored in double figures in 12 of his 15 outings. He actually scored over 23 times, averaging 14.9 points per game. He was shooting 45% from the field, 42.6 from 3, and if you look at his turnovers, just 1.1 to 4 assists, which is almost triple the amount. I mean, that is a very good place to be in, a great ratio. Ratio by Emmanuel Quickley. Right? No. So, you guys know, I'm not lying. I'm not going to come up here and just completely praise the Knicks for everything. I don't think Emmanuel Quickley is the point guard for the future. I know there was people commenting in the Knicks community saying that, Emmanuel Quickley, he's a good player. Yeah, he's not a point guard, but you don't need to be a point guard to play point guard like Stephen Curry, Kyrie Irving. These guys aren't really point guards. They're shooting guards. Damian Lillard's not a point guard. And you're right, but Emmanuel Quickley is not Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, or Kyrie Irving. He never will be. And that's not discrediting a star in Emmanuel Quickley, but I'm just saying, if the Knicks want to actually win games and be serious, you're not starting Emmanuel Quickley at point guard. If you think that I'm an idiot, if you think that I'm the biggest moron on YouTube, please go down and I'm not going to debate you on it, but feel free to voice your opinion and I'll talk about it in my next video. But I'm being real. Emmanuel Quickley is not the starting point guard for the Knicks moving forward. Neither is Derrick Rose, bro. And Alec Burks isn't. The future point guard for the Knicks is De'Aaron Fox. Call them up, ask them what they want. If it's too much, then say, okay, hang up. But if they're willing to take on Julius Randle and Kemba Walker, which I don't think they are, but let's just say he does become available, then you got to send a bunch of picks at them. And I know in the beginning of the video, I was like, not even the beginning of the video, but I know previously I was like, we don't want to go for a guy like Damian Lillard or Bradley Beal. But at the same time, De'Aaron Fox is 24, and he plays the style of basketball that Coach Tibb wants to. And let me just backtrack a little bit. My fault about that, guys. But let's just keep Randall. Being real with you. Again, I'm talking about this in the sense of De'Aaron Fox. If we're not getting De'Aaron Fox, Randall can go. But because if we're keeping Tibb, we're keeping Randall. So let's just say we get De'Aaron Fox here and we keep Randall. Well, now we have De'Aaron Fox, R.J. Barrett, and Julius Randle, which definitely is making the playoffs. I don't even know if that team would get out of the first round. It depends on how everyone else developed. But I just feel like Fox and RJ is so dynamic, man. I mean, RJ's 21, Fox is 24. Like, Obi, who we're going to be talking about in a bit here, is 24. Quickly can't be older than 22. He's probably 21 as well. I mean, I like what the Knicks have going, man. And now let's transition into Obi Toppin, who we took almost 2 years ago in the 2020 draft. I mean, I'm going to give you guys a stat that you actually might believe, because if you watch the Knicks, you're going to know about this. But let's just see if you guys knew this. So if I were to ask you, how many times has Obi Toppin played 30 or more minutes in his career? What's your guess? Go down below and take a guess. And don't lie, man. Just tell me how many games you think Obi in his career has played over 30. And if you need a little bit of a hint, he's played in 128 games. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Obi Toppin in 128 games has played 30 or more minutes just twice. And one of those came last month against the Hornets, where he started for Randle, who was banged up, remember, and he produced 18 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. When I first started covering the Knicks, which wasn't that long ago, the one thing in my mind was Obi Toppin. I had no clue if he was good or not. And I know that's just me kind of being a casual, but he doesn't play guys. Like, Obi Toppin has played 21.1 minutes in 3 outings, of course, since he played 40 minutes, almost 40 minutes against the Hornets. Which, that's not high enough. Like, he was, what was he, the 8th pick? He was a first-round pick in 2020, and he has played 30 or more minutes just twice in 120 games. That is just not acceptable. Like, the reason why we drafted Obi was because he was seen as one of the most NBA-ready players to produce right away in the league. And he hasn't seen enough minutes to show why he was the right pick at the time. Remember, this guy just turned 24 not long ago. We haven't even seen the start of Obi Toppin. But that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, man. Knicks Daily. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe. If you disagree with me, go down below and voice your opinion. If you agree with me, drop a like, man. Help get this video out to more Knicks fans. But, despite us being eliminated from the play-in tournament, I don't care. I'm going to upload daily Knicks videos because I love the Knicks, and I have for a while. And I love what they're doing, man. So if you mess with my content, bro, drop a like, man. It would mean everything. Get this video out to more people. And once again, I'm signing out, guys. Going to go catch the second half of this Grizzlies-Suns game. Going crazy right now with it. But, yeah, peace.